Hello. So my name is Nicholas Stevenson and I'm the barber behind Kingnickcutz. A common question a lot of people ask me is how I got started and what got me into barbering. So I thought I'd just take this video to share a little bit of my journey as a 20-year-old barber. From the age of 13, I was just obsessed with hair, everything from the curl pattern to the way the hair drops, from watching faded videos like a movie. Like I just used to stay up in the middle of the night and just watch haircut tutorials, not even with the intention of becoming a barber, just because I actually liked watching the process. One day, my father made somewhat of a backhanded statement by saying he doesn't see me doing any kind of physical labor simply because he thinks I'm lazy. But realistically speaking, what 18-year-old has the mental drive to just be toting water bottles up and down the hill? So obviously, that's not something I would voluntarily want to do. In that same sentence, he also mentioned, "You ever thought about becoming a barber?" And that's where everything just clicked in my head. And from that day, I just become obsessed with being a barber. Like I'm pretty sure I've watched almost every single informational video there is on barbering on the internet. And that definitely helped me when it was time to get into the practical aspect. On January 1st, 2022, my mother bought me my first barbering machine. It wasn't the best, but at the same time, none of us really knew much about the best quality clippers in the game. So I kind of just got anything and I started practicing on everybody around me. And this was right after quarantine, so I transitioned to practicing on men in school. I have the best clippers or the best equipment, so I had to find a way to make that on my own. So my allowance was $75 a week, and I took that money and invested into snacks that I know people would buy in school. So packed juice, lollipop, chocolate, chewing gum, gummies, bands, cookies, anything you could think about, I was selling it in school. Alright, no, I got in trouble a bunch of times, but I had to do what I had to do in order to afford the stuff that I wanted in order to continue on this barbering journey, because machines are not cheap at all. From 4 to Form 5 was just me saving up the money from selling whatever goods I had, whether it was $300-400 a day, and I was investing it back into my machines and starting cutting hair in school and making a name for myself that way while building my social media platform. As soon as I was on the TXT, my first thing was to go and do an actual barbering course. I didn't really want to do it, but everybody had this stigma about the certificate, so I said, alright, I'll do it. My mother signed me up with White Up, I registered, went orientation and everything, and then the week before, I was like, I'm not doing this. I don't want somebody to have the title over my head to say that they taught me. I like the ability to be able to do something while giving credit to the process and not a person. Exactly what I did. To my father, I got the opportunity to work in a barbershop and actually gain some hands-on experience cutting hair and having multiple clients come from different areas and building myself a little bit. That was a horrible experience, by the way, but it was also part of my journey to get me to where I am now. After about 9 months I left that place, I went into another barbershop, which helped me flourish a lot more than where I was before. I actually had my own little space where nobody was really in my head harassing me, and I had the ability to grow and focus on that one-on-one relationship with the clientele that I was building while pushing social media at the same time. At the age of 19, I moved out of my parents' house and I decided to go on my own so I could lock in with myself, my goals, and my future to help me get to where I need to be. And barbering also put me in a position to finish my place comfortably. If you've seen my series on my main channel, that's put me in a position to cut my first car. But we won't talk about that. As you'll know, I had to buy a new engine already, and that's crazy work. I use barbering to freedom myself into the business world as my online store. I do personal training. I also coach barbers on how to grow their business from a financial or from a practical standpoint. One of the biggest things for me was doing social media, so I am into that right now, content creating and hopefully working with bigger companies in the future. Currently, I am at the place where I have outgrown every way that I have been so far, and it's my turn to go out on my own and do my own thing. So soon I will be going out on my own into my own little private spot and building myself that way. I don't like the idea of working with other people. I like that quiet one-on-one time where I can actually build a relationship with my clients. So that is the next step for me. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I hope you all have enjoyed my journey so far. I know a lot of you all have been following me for years, and I hope that I have made you all proud as I have made myself. But yeah, I'm out. I hope you all have a good day. Follow Kingnickcutz, follow me everywhere, follow my journey. And if you all have any more questions, leave them in the comments below and I will get it. Alright, good night.